Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm seeing we have people from Nakuru and all over. Good to see you this evening. I'm excited to be your presenter today. And I want to welcome all of us to this Zoom meeting tonight. I believe we all want to learn. Learning in our business is very important. So I encourage our new members. I can see some of our new members on the call. Rishon Nyong'oro, I'm sure this is the person joined at Rangwe, Homa Bay. And the rest of the team members who joined us recently, I want to congratulate you for being part of this training tonight because training is key in our business. It's important that you train. Thank you, Lillian. I'm really excited to be able to get you through the compensation plan tonight. But before that, for the people who are joining us for the first time, my name is Pieros. Pieros, I have been in this opportunity. This is my 16th year, and I'm really excited to have pursued this business very seriously. Since the day I got to know about it, I just decided to love it and do it. And 16 years now, I am celebrating because I have seen a lot of benefits through this business. Once you do this business and you commit, not just interested, because I discovered many members are interested in the business, but they are not committed. Commitment is key. Commitment requires that you attend trainings like these ones. And so most of the evenings we'll be requesting you or encouraging all our members to attend trainings. In fact, once you get into the system, don't be reminded. You need to remind yourself that tonight we are doing the meeting. So it's so important to always ensure that you train. What will happen when you train? When you learn, there are people who have not, who are unmuting themselves.
You believe now that there's no way I can prioritize Sabina over you?
Yeah, so I was just saying that training is very key in our business, and it's important that every member of the Superstars team trains. So tonight I'm bringing to you our training, and I believe we are going to learn. I hope that whenever you attend a training, you should always have a book and a pen. Why? You need to make notes on the same. Like tonight, we are handling a very important subject that is going to, even when you sponsor other people into the team, they would like to know what happens. How do I go about this? And of course, many people, we say that there are three aspects in our business. We have the health, we have the wealth, and we have the lifestyle. So when people join, they always want to see, how do I make money fast? And we have one of the booklets in our literature materials. I believe everyone who has literature materials, you are reading these booklets. But the main one, when you want to make money in the business, the main literature material that you need to read is called the compensation plan. This is a book that is going to guide you on how our company pays you. So as such, it's important that you make notes tonight, even as I am giving you a brief of the same so that you understand how our business works. But I must say this, there are many ways that you're paid in this business. The ways are many, it's not only one. And I'm going to be just breaking them down for you. We have 5 ways of earning in your life. Number one is profits, which I know everyone is aware that the company gives a discount of every product that you buy as a member. So when you are selling to a non-member, then you're going to sell at the suggested retail price or even more. I mean, there's the selling price and the buying price. So part of the money that you get is the profit that you earn when you sell your product or share your product with someone else. And this is so important, especially for the new people in the business. This is even an easier way of earning money because it's just about sharing the products. So for example, when you sell Supergrow at 2,500 and you bought at 1,960, that is a profit of 540 Kenya shillings. That is money. So that is one way of earning money. So I normally encourage distributors never sell the products at the price at which you bought with in the company. It is actually a sin for you to sell the products at the amount that you bought with. Because remember, you are the one who joined, you sacrificed to be a member. And so as a member, you are given the discounted prices, not your sister, not your brother. So even if you are selling to your brother, don't sell it at discounted price. So that is the first one, profits. Number two, before I get into the real marketing plan, is that we have incentives. Incentives. And if you have a book, kindly write, because it's for your benefit and for the benefit of your people. Today, our business or our company, Neolife, that is our partner, is very lavish on giving us incentives. So we need to take advantage of this as distributors. And especially the people who have started business in the last 6 months, they have huge incentives that unless they know, they will not work for them. So number one incentive that is given to new people who have joined the business in the last 6 months is the fast track incentive. There's a fast track incentive when you join and you become a manager. You sponsor one person and you become a manager. That means you have 500 points with your team, that is manager, but also in your team, there is a new person that has joined you in that month. So one person and manager, you earn over and above your bonus, Kenya shillings 1,300. Wow. Kenya shillings 1,300. So that is a very good incentive. Can you imagine if you got a bonus of 5,000 and you added 1,300? The money will be 6,300. So that is nice. Number two, if you become a senior manager, still within the first 6 months, and you sponsor 2 more people, that means a total of 3 since you joined. 2 more people, you're going to earn over and above your bonus, Kenya shillings 2,600. That's money. If you sponsor another 2 people and you become an executive manager within the first 6 months, you're going to earn Kenya shillings 4,400. So how much is that in total? 4,400, 2,600 plus 1,300. Very easy mathematics. How much is that? What I'm trying to show you is that I'm trying to show you that within the first 6 months, you can earn all that by becoming a manager, senior manager, and executive manager. Within the first 6 months, you are going to earn the 1,600, 1,300, 2,600, and 4,400. So I repeat again, become a manager and sponsor 1 person, you earn 1,300. Become a senior manager, sponsor 2 more people, you earn 2,600. Become an executive manager, sponsor 2 more people, making them a total of 5. Then you become an executive manager. So what was the total amount? If there is someone who has done the math. If you did the 3 of them in the first 6 months, what is the total amount? 1,300 plus 1,300 plus 2,600 plus 4,400 totals to 8,300. That is very good money. So that is for fast track. But when you become a director, now we are not looking at the first 6 months. Anytime you become a director gets or makes 4,000 points with the team. When you become a director, the following month, you remain consistent, meaning this is May, you do 4,000 points, and June, you do another 4,000 points over and sponsor one person, Over and above your bonus, the company will add you Kenya shillings 8,500. What will 8,500 do to you? Can you do something with 8,500? Yes, that is good money. So 8,500 for you when you become a director. When you become an emerald director, and an emerald director is a director who is consistent for 3 months. So the first month is when you became director. Then the following month you did 4,000 points, you will be added 8,500. And if you repeat 4,000 points again, you will be added another 8,500. What a business. So there is so much money in incentives. If you become a Sapphire director, you're going to be added 45,000 Kenya shillings over and above your bonus. Become a 1 Ruby director, you're added 90,000 Kenya shillings. You become a president team member, you are added 500,000 Kenya shillings. So this is money, guys. This is money. So those are incentives. That is another way that the company pays you. Then we have the real compensation plan, whereby the company pays you the sales volume bonus. And at this point, I would like to share my slide so that you can be able to see that which I have prepared for you to learn from our compensation plan. So we have already mentioned profits. We also have case discounts, by the way. So when you buy products in a case, it would be cheaper than buying one by one. So the profit margin is even bigger. Yeah. So this is our path to the top. That is what we call it. How you move up the staircase all the way from when you are a distributor all the way to the president's team. So on this call tonight, I know we have everyone on this ladder. So it's normally we say it's a ladder, so one step at a time. So if you are a distributor, focus on becoming a manager. If you are a distributor, focus on becoming a manager. If you are a manager, focus on becoming a senior manager. Senior manager, focus on becoming an executive manager. Executive to focus on director. Director to focus on emerald, and emerald to focus on world team, and world team to focus on president. That is so important. So that is the path to the top. Now, we say that everyone in this ladder, you must do 100 points. Actually, everyone in the Neolife company, to be counted as a member, you should never miss your 100 points. So we say 100 points, and then you do 3 in 30, where you bring A with their 100 points, B can do more, and C can do more. So this is where now we say it's important that everyone does 100 points. So if you have, as long as you have your own 100 personal points, PPV is personal point value, and you get a total of 500 qualifying points with your team, you'll be called a manager. So you've achieved the step of a manager, and guess what? The company will pay you 5% sales volume bonus. So we have a chart that is called sales volume bonus on your compensation plan. So you get at 5%. Every product carries points. That is what determines the percentage that you will be paid. And also every product carries a bonus. If you do not do 100 points like this person here, if you don't do 100 points, you are not going to be a manager, neither are you going to earn any money. So there is no earnings as long as you don't do 100 points. So how do you take your next step from distributor to director? Because the main goal is to become a director. Once you become a director, it's all about now engaging other people and helping them to step up. So we've already talked about manager step up. Now, for you to get senior manager step up, you need to have 1,000 QPV, but yours must be 100 and more. So you can see, for example, this one, the person has done 250 points. So that one has qualified, but the total points is added for you and your downlines, sorry. For you and your downlines. So 250, 250 each, that makes 1,000, and you're called a senior manager, and the percentage of payment goes up. That's why a manager and a senior manager will be paid differently. A senior manager will be paid higher than a manager. How do you become an executive manager? QPV, or qualifying points with your team, of 2,000. So for example, you do 250, A does 250, the person you brought, B does 250, and then C does 250. But they also bring each one brings one with 250, 250, 250. So that becomes 2,000 together. So you've achieved executive manager, and therefore you are paid at 15% sales volume bonus. Step up to director by getting 4,000 points with your team. So you empower A to grow, B to bring others and grow, and C to bring others and grow. So once the points become 4,000 with you and your team, you're going to be a director, and therefore you are paid at 25% sales volume bonus. So remember, you are paid according to your PV. You're paid according to your PV. So it's important that you note that this, what I have now projected, is what we call the chart itself. So seeing that as a distributor, even at 250 points, you are paid at 3%. That's a small bonus, which is also good for a start. Managers, 500 points, 5%. Senior managers, 1,000 points, 10%. Executive, 2,000 points, 15%. 3,000 points is also an executive manager, 20%, and then director, 4,000 points is 25%. So if you want to be consistently paid, then you should also qualify at title every month. That is something so important to note. Qualify at title, meaning don't have 2,000 points this month, then next month you have 500 points. We are in business. So what do you expect? If you got 2,000 points and you are paid 40,000, then next month, if you get 500 points, you are paid at that percentage of 500. So it will be less, obviously. So it's good to qualify at title. So the key takeaways for now is do 100 personal points every month. So important. Never miss your 100 points. Number 2, understand how to take your next step. So important. Understand how to take your next step. So this is where now your sponsor or your upline will be able to help you, to guide you on how. If, for example, you are a distributor, please sit with your upline or your sponsor to show you how you get to your next step. Number 3, always qualify at title to maximize your income. If you go down your last month's points, then you won't earn the money. So that means you need to qualify at title. Use the products personally and build a solid customer base, please. Superstars. Remember, this is a relationship business. So build a solid customer base by building relationships. Then sponsor other distributors in your team who do the same. So if you sponsor people who are using the products, because unfortunately, sometimes people join and they are not using the products. You're given TNN, you use TNN, you don't buy other products, then you are not going to grow your business. So sponsor other distributors in your team who do the same. And that is what is going to really take you very far. So that is it, superstars. And I believe that we have gotten what I have been trying to put across. But remember, without 100 points, you are not going to make your step. You are not going to be paid by Neolife. So use the products. That is, actually, we normally say that is the basic number 1. Use the products. Why do you need to use the products? Because this is where you're going to get your 100 points. Because people have been asking me, how do I get 100 points? When I see someone close that month and they have 0 points, I automatically know that they don't use the products. And how do you, like for me, when we joined the business in 2010, we were told, make your home a new life home. So if you come to my house, you're going to see LDC in the bathroom, in the kitchen, everywhere where you have to wash your hands, you're going to see LDC. You are going to see bath and shower gel in the bathroom. You will see my skincare products. You will see my supplements, because every day I use the supplements. So at that point, if you are really using the products, you are going to get automatically your 100 points. So how do you add the 100 points? Because again, the company pays more when you have more than 100 points. Remember, the company starts by paying you before they pay other people under you. So actually, you take the highest percentage. You take the highest percentage, and therefore it would be very important for you to make more than 100 points than just to make 100 flats. And I know those who have been in business for a while, they know that that really helps, and you're going to grow your business. So unless there is any question I can answer, if you can chat me down there. But it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and I know we will engage more. But the most important is you sit down with your sponsor or your upline. Remember also in the sales volume bonus chart, the cutoff, for example, when you are supposed to be paid at 1,000 and you get 990 points, you will be paid at a lesser percentage. So make sure you maximize by always checking on your points before the end of the month. Again, focus on making sure that at least you make your step this month of May. So this month of May, let's make your step so that you can grow your business, okay? So I wish you all the best. And now we want to go to the recognition part. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you, Pyrrhus. Hi, everyone. Great, simple, straight, and clear. And by the way, the reason why we did this session today is because we don't want anyone this month to miss a bonus. And we don't want anyone to earn less than they would have earned if they operated with understanding. Last month, we went through the back office, and it was shocking to see people lose thousands of shillings that they would have garnered. Now, remember, we are in business. Really, we are in business. If you are not in business, you are just a consumer, then this may not mean a lot for you. But those who are serious, they want to better their economy. You know what is happening today, especially those who are in this world. If you're living in this world, then you know what is happening. Fuel prices are shooting up. And you know, you are the one to earn more, to shield yourself from the negative impact of fuel hike, the prices. So what Pierrot has done today is just to equip you so that you are able to maximize on your income. For now, we want to go to the next part of the session where we will do the recognition. And this is an indicator of who is doing just what we've been taught. So let me take us through that session of recognition.